colleague suffered violent, tormented death. For 5 years, the world has stood by and remarked how complicated Syria is, while doing little to protect us. Right now, there is an attack on a medical facility every 17 hours. At this rate, our medical services in Aleppo could be completely destroyed in a month, leaving 300,000 people to die. What pains us most as doctors is choosing who will live and who will die. Young children are sometimes brought into our emergency rooms so badly injured that we have to prioritize those with better chances or simply don't have the equipment to help them. 2 weeks ago, 4 newborn babies, gasping for air, suffocated to death after a blast cut the oxygen supply to their incubators. Gasping for air, their lives ended before they had really begun. Unless a permanent lifeline to Aleppo is open, it will be only a matter of time until we are again surrounded by regime troops. Hunger takes its toll, and hospital supplies run completely dry. We do not need tears or sympathy or even prayers. We need your action. Proof that you are the friend of Syria. Let's bring in CNN's Clarissa Ward now. She was in rebel-held Aleppo just months ago. And Clarissa, you also spoke before the United Nations Security Council this week about Syria. Tell us what's happening.
Well, the situation in Aleppo, Jake, is one of these extraordinary things where every time I go, I say it couldn't possibly get any worse, and yet it continues to get worse and worse. We now have 300,000 people living in the rebel-held part of the city, which has been more or less under siege now for nearly a month. You heard the pleas of those doctors. They don't have CT scanners. They don't have life support machines. They don't have oxygen. They don't have enough food. They don't have medical supplies. They have no electricity. They have no diesel now, which powers the generators that keeps those hospitals operational. We've also heard from the UN that there are problems now with the water system and the plumbing, that affecting civilians on all sides of Aleppo, not just in rebel-held Aleppo. So clearly, this is a humanitarian disaster. We did hear from the Russians today that they would like to have a 3-hour ceasefire daily, whereby some food and aid could be brought in. But the UN said right afterwards, hold on a second, we need at least 48 hours.